there everybody, Photaku here again. What we have to review this week is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. And it was just such a field trip of a movie. I mean, it starts off essentially with the cast this time around fighting a giant monster. They later get in the midst of one of their crazy adventures when all of a sudden Ego, played by Kurt Russell, comes out of nowhere and essentially reveals to Peter Quill that he is his father. And as he tries to reconnect with Peter Quill in this, it's just something that the other Guardians just kind of feel weird, essentially granted with timing and then the personality. So that's the setup right there. But what makes it so spectacular is the way that the cast bounces off of each other. It's so entertaining, it's hilarious, it gets heavy, and there's a cool balance there. We have Chris Pratt, who's still great as Peter Quill. We have Zoe Saldana, who's just such a live wire, kind of more the straight man in this, but, you know, still kicking ass as usual. Dave Bautista is still just a riot as Drax, and even more so than he was in the previous movie. And we have Bradley Cooper playing Rocket still, who's just as big an a-hole and delivering all the great one-liners. And Baby Groot is so adorable. Yeah. What I do like, though, is the amount of time that they give to Michael Rooker to further expand upon Yondu, and that was more than well warranted from the previous movie. So it's nice having him fleshed out a bit more, and the way everybody shares screen time, it's just so much fun. But it isn't perfect. I mean, nothing is, but like this time around, I was kind of feeling not as hyped as I was from the Phase 2 ending that was the first Guardians of the Galaxy. And so, the only thing I gotta say is probably, I don't know, when I said that there was that nice balance in how the cast bounces off each other and the emotional play, sometimes I couldn't tell exactly what they were going for. And, you know, there were some moments where I felt like, this is hilarious. Other times where I felt like, dude, that's heavy. And, like, I'm just feeling it. And sometimes they kind of mix. But it isn't too big of a drawback to take you away from the experience. I just figured that some parts probably could have worked a little bit better for what they were doing. Unless, of course, you can take what you want from it. Either it's something that you kind of feel like, oh, I enjoy this for it not being so serious. Or I enjoy that they take that moment for it to just take in the situation itself. But it's just minor. As for the other thing, it would probably have to be the soundtrack. No, the soundtrack is still great in this. It's just, it's not as immersed as I felt when they had the greatest hits back in the first movie. But here, it's still great songs. It still flows with the theme. I just don't find it nearly as memorable or so as I would have liked. But who knows, maybe after a few screenings, things will grow on me a bit more. Not to say I didn't enjoy the music. There are some moments where it just blends in so dang well. Okay, but yeah, so this movie, it is just incredible. It is grand. I like how we were able to explore more into each of the individual characters. There is definitely more world building. Just, oh my gosh, is it insane in that world building. And I can't wait to see where we get with these other new cast members as they come into play. Especially for anyone who looks past the credits, because it is phenomenal. Anyway, okay. So, for the rating for this movie, I give it a 4 out of 5. Definitely go. It is worth, like, beyond worth admission. Not sure what to say about D-Box, though, but I imagine that it is probably quite thrilling if that is the case. But, yeah, no, this, man, yeah, I'm so rewatching this. It's going to be great. It's immersive. So, yeah, thank you again for watching. Much appreciated. If you have any thoughts about whether or not you thought, like, did the movie live up to your hype? Was it like way greater than you expected or so? Please feel free to share in the comment section below. And please remember to give a like, share, and subscribe to Wasness videos. Alright everybody, I'll see you next time and have a good one.